Do you find it difficult to control your temper in your relationship? All relationships have their ups and downs, but anger in a relationship can actually take its toll. If you feel like you're always looking for the negative side of your partner, you may be suffering from anger issues. I have. Luckily, there are ways to manage your anger and build relationships with your partner. Use these simple tips to control your emotions and resolve conflicts without blowing up. 1. Step away from the situation. This is a good way to use it during arguments or big fights. Giving yourself and your partner time away from each other will enable you both to gather your thoughts. You can head to a different room or even go for a walk outside. If your partner is around, ask them to let you have just a few minutes to gather your thoughts before you two talk again. When you're alone, you can work on calming yourself down and thinking about what you'd like to say next. 2. Take some deep breaths. Deep breathing will help to slow your heart rate down, which can help remove some of the physical symptoms of extreme anger. Focus on breathing in and out slowly. If you feel yourself starting to get angry, take a deep breath in through your nose, then let it out through your mouth. Do this 5 to 10 times until you feel yourself getting calmer. 3. Think before speaking. For example, if you're with your partner and they ask why you are quiet, tell them to know that you're thinking about what you're going to say next. Request them to give you just a moment to collect your thoughts so you don't say something you regret. Manage your thoughts to prevent your anger from taking over you because you might end up saying something you regret. If your initial reaction is extreme anger, take a brief pause before saying anything out loud. 4. Be aware of your anger warning signs. Watch out for your anger and try to retain it before it blows out. If you notice that you're getting angry, you can use a coping mechanism to calm down or take a quick break. Remember, anger can sneak up on you, so keep an eye out for some of the following signs: faster breathing, pacing and increased need for movement, headache, clenched hands or jaw, feeling flushed, and pounding heart. 5. Repeat a calming phrase. Find some words or phrases to remind yourself to keep calm when angered. You can try something like, relax, I am calm, or chill out. When you notice that your anger is starting to rise, repeat those phrases either out loud or in your head to get yourself to calm down. 6. Identify the source of your anger. Anger often masks our real emotions. If you're feeling extreme anger, you might actually be covering up sadness, guilt, shame, fear, hurt, or rejection. Take a moment to examine why, exactly, you're feeling angry and what you can do about it. For instance, if you're angry that your partner is late for your dinner date, you might actually be feeling hurt or rejected by them. Or if you're angry about your partner's spending habits, you might actually be feeling afraid about getting into debt. 7. Fight your negative thought patterns. For instance, you might not even notice that you're thinking in a certain way. The first step to fighting these negative thought patterns is first identifying them. They include generalizing, saying that your partner always does something or never does something. Blaming is where you blame your partner for things that happen to you instead of taking responsibility. Mind reading, where you assume that your partner is purposefully upsetting you, hurting you, or ignoring you. The other one is looking for a reason to be upset about or only focusing on negative things. 8. Notice your negative thoughts. Try to ask yourself if your thoughts are true and rational. If you notice that you're thinking in an unhelpful way, pay attention to your specific thoughts and thought patterns. And then, ask yourself some questions such as, is there something I can personally do about this situation, or is this ruining the rest of my day? Is this something worthy of pursuing? 9. Keep a relationship versus the problem mindset. This is where you try to work with your partner to find a resolution to your problem that satisfies both of you, of which in the end, you should both feel like you've won. Instead of using the I statements. For example, you always come home late, try to say something like, when you come home late without telling me, it makes me feel neglected in our relationship. 10. Embrace active listening. This will help you to resolve the situation much faster and easier. Try as much not to cut your partner off when they're talking until it's your turn to talk, and ask questions calmly where you don't understand. When you both listen to each other, you'll both feel heard, and your anger will never elevate. 11. Highlight what you need or want. Resolve conflict by communicating a resolution. Try to keep your anger and emotions out of it, and instead state clearly what you'd like to happen in the future. For example, you might say something like, "I need you to text me when you're going to be staying out late. It worries me when I don't hear from you after dark." 12. Practice forgiveness. This is because holding on to anger will hurt you both as time goes. If you've resolved the situation and you both feel happy with the outcome, try not to hold on to any resentments. Let the past remain in the past and move on. When an argument is resolved, try not to bring it up again in any further disagreements in the future. 13. Seek a mental health professional if it's needed. If your anger interferes with your relationship and causes you to hurt other people, or do or say things you regret, it will be for best to seek help from a professional therapist. You can work one-on-one with a therapist to gain better control of your anger. It's important to know when your anger is out of control, and that it's okay to seek help for your sake and for the sake of your relationship. Thank you for watching. We are working hard to give you advice and solutions to modern day's problems. Kindly remember to subscribe for more good videos. Share it with your friends.